Hey guys, welcome to another video. And I had this lovely bottle of Innocent smoothie the other day, absolutely fantastic, but I thought there must be something I can do with this bottle rather than throwing it in the bin. So we're going to make a garden bird feeder with the Innocent bottle. Whilst we're on the subject of the garden, look at how well these lupins are doing at the moment. The purple one, I think we counted 19 flower heads. Right, so this is what we're going to use to make our little bird feeder. Obviously we have the juice bottle here. Obviously when you're using a bottle it's nice to have one with a big opening, so it's quite easy then to fill it up with seed. This is why I've chosen this bottle specifically. We are then going to need to put a fixing on the bottom. So we've got a, well, it's actually a set screw here, but a bolt or a screw with two nuts, and what we're going to do is drill a hole through the bottom of the bottle and then actually fit the screw through and one of the nuts to hold that screw and nut in place, and then from underneath the tray is going to be held on by the other nut, which I will show you in a moment. We also have a cable tie here. The cable tie is actually going to be the thing that we use to hook the feeder up. We've got an old soldering iron here which I'm going to use to make some holes in the bottom of the bottle so that the seed actually spills out into this tray, because the tray is actually going to be a feeding tray. The tray, incidentally, just to let you know, is 11.5 centimeters in diameter, and that should fit quite nicely underneath the bottle. So I've got a drill ready. I'm just going to pop this drill bit into my drill and drill a hole through the bottom of the bottle and fit the nut and the retaining bolt. So we do that first of all. So that's a hole drilled in the bottom for the bolt to go through, and then I will also need to now drill a hole in the center of this tray. So we do that now. That's why we've got this on a piece of wood. So I'm just going to drill that hole now. Lovely. And now what we can do is obviously fit the screw through the bottom of the bottle and attach the nut to the other side. Being careful not to obviously drop it. Ooh, almost there. There we go. And fit the nut on. I will just get a spanner and tighten that up. Lovely, so that's nice and tight. Okay, let's warm the soldering iron up. Okay, so the soldering iron's just warming up. I've put a couple of marks on here with a little Sharpie just to show the sections that I want to cut out. Obviously the holes need to be big enough to allow sunflower seeds to come through, so I've made them a little bit bigger than I think I actually need. And then obviously once the tray is fitted on the bottom and you fill up the bottle, the seed will spill out into this tray and allow the birds to come and feed from it. So we just get those little bits cut out. Hopefully the soldering iron is almost hot enough. It should go through quite easily once it is. I just make a hole in each corner, and then you can either cut this out with a sharp knife or just go around and continue making holes until you join them all up. So I'm just going to get that done and I'll be back with you again very shortly. Okay, so there we go. We've got a couple of holes. It's not pretty, but it doesn't need to be. The seed will easily run out of that into the tray. All that's left to do now is to make a couple of holes in the lid, because we need to pass the cable tie through to give us something to hang the bottle up with. So just a couple of holes in here. Something like that should do us. Just pass the cable tie through. I'm just going to make that a little bit shorter actually. Perhaps a little bit more. There we go. I think that would probably be ideal. Something like that. There we go. I'm just going to snip this part of the cable tie off. There we go. And there is our lid. All done. Then we just simply pop the tray on the bottom. Screw the other nut on. And there we have it. There's our little DIY bird feeder. So I'm just going to get this filled up with seed and we'll put it up and see whether the birds come and feed from it. Just another quick note, I did make a couple of holes in the bottom of this tray also just for drainage, so if it does get quite a bit of water in it, it can just drain away and hopefully not leave the seed all wet to start sprouting.